Good afternoon. Hope you guys are having a great day. It is 65 out here right now and very windy. As y'all can see, all the leaves are falling and we are fixing to get a cold front. I think tonight we're going to be in the low 30s. So there is a freeze warning. And because of that, I did put some wire up over this because I actually have some lettuce growing and some carrots, and I'm going to have to put my frost cloth out tonight. So hopefully I can figure out how to hook that up somehow. I've got some little clamps. And I guess I'm probably fixing to lose my flowers. I debated on, and I'm still debating on, maybe seeing if I can dig up some of these marigolds. Maybe if they have a shallow root system, some of these. Look at all these blooms. Look at that. So many. So I thought maybe I could dig some up. I don't know until I get in here and try and bring some in the greenhouse for some color. There's still bees all over them. And look at those cosmos. But I don't know if they're going to be here the rest of the week. Like I said, this is going to be a pretty cool week starting tonight. So I'm probably going to have to run my stove. Possibly. It's hard to imagine that at the very given second because it's 65 and the sun's shining and it's warm and it's hot in the greenhouse. Still rearranging. I walked down here this morning and my husband had made me another table. I did not know he was doing that for this little area right here. He did it for my birthday. He had me like a little sign. So he surprised me. I'm thinking I may just paint this one a cute color or something. I don't know. But I'm also probably going to move this bench back out to the garden, my flower garden, and get something a little bit smaller for this area so it doesn't kind of take up the whole area. But that's on the list. You know, the clouds are really pretty today, I guess from this front that's blowing in. And look at this tree over here. It's really pretty. Isn't that gorgeous? Like it's two colors. Like that's like a light orange and then you got a dark red right there. So pretty. Everything's looking mighty colorful. All right, I think I'm headed over here to check out these marigolds. What have I got to lose? They're probably not gonna make it anyway, so I could give it a try. I gotta find a bucket though. I thought about going out today and finding some pots because as I've been in here rearranging, I've noticed several things that need to be repotted. So tomorrow I might be out on the run looking for some pots. I've got a jade plant that's huge and it's kind of fallen over because it's outgrown its pot. So before I go plant the marigolds, I thought I'd walk around and look at the fall colors. They're just too pretty to not stare at and share with y'all for a few minutes. First beautiful tree. Check out these beauties. Love it. There's no walkway back through here. I like to take my walks back through here. Very relaxing. Hey chickens! Alright y'all, I'm back. I'm gonna go in here and find a pot. But I want to show you one flower first that sometimes I never see it because it's up underneath this plant. It's called a Hoya and it has a really interesting bloom. Look at that. Is that not really cool? That is super cool. Love it. Still waiting on this one to open up. It's getting mighty close, and I'm mighty excited about it. Oh, I think it's gonna be pretty. Alright, let's see. What about, where are you rooted at? That one's a little bit bigger than I anticipated. Well, that's beautiful. Woo. Like a little bouquet of flowers. Wouldn't it be lovely if they would stay like that in the greenhouse? There's a ton of blooms wanting to come out. See y'all, my little piece of lifesaver plant that fell off that had a bloom on it, I put it over here in the sand and it has opened up. I didn't know if it would or not, but apparently it likes it here. I think I'm gonna do one last pass through the flower garden just in case they don't make it past the frost of this week. And y'all, the flowers are just glorious. Even though it's fall and it's been chilly in the nights, they're still beautiful. Look at them. I mean, some of them are tired and ready for winter, but wow, they've just been gorgeous this year. Look at all that. Look at that. Those cosmos with my scarecrow. So pretty. The view out my kitchen window. Look how orange and red those trees are. So pretty. It's a fire kind of day. Most days from here on out will be, except for next week, upper 70s. It's gonna definitely feel warm, but we do have these warm spells that come in the fall like that. Anytime we have a season change, it'll suddenly get real cold or hot, and then you'll have another spell. So probably a few more before it turns off really cold. We're going to get some wood tonight, some old wood. My husband's fixing to build a farm table for someone, and they have, I think it's old wood from their grandfather. So we're going to pick that up, and he's going to use that for the table. And he's fixing to start that pretty soon. So y'all, I've been using my frost cloth right here. Just kind of got it thrown over right now, but at night I've had to put it over, and this is like 2x4 fencing. So I just make these little domes. I use them over my raised beds down there too. Super easy to do. And I just drape this over and use like a clothespin or some type of clamp to keep it, but it's keeping my lettuce looking pretty good. And she said no. Hey. Hey there. It's dark, y'all, and it's only 7:30. Alright, so my husband got the wood that they needed tonight for the table that they're fixing to build. Him and Seth are building a farmhouse table, and the guy that they're building it for, this was his papaw's wood, and it's walnut. So yeah, it's gonna look awesome. I can't wait to see what it's gonna look like. I think they're gonna start it this week. Pretty cool. I'm headed up to my greenhouse to see what the temperature is in there and if I need to start my stove. Probably not, because I think it's still in the 50s outside, but we are supposed to reach 30 tonight, so it's definitely gonna have to go on. We're at 68. Nowhere near time to turn the stove on. Oh yeah, plenty of pellets. Now my stove will not go through a bag of pellets in one night, especially when it's just in the 30s. I came down here this morning and turned it off about 9:30, and it was already like 75. I could have turned it off way before that, and I should have anyways. Well, I guess I'll come back down here later. It's really just a touch of a button to turn it on and start it, which is super nice. Time to feed the fish. And I'm still looking for a 75-gallon tank. There was a place near me that had them on sale for like 50% off, which was a super fantastic deal. They said they got 8 of them in and sold them in like 2 days. So yeah, I didn't get there in time. So I'm still waiting on finding one of those for my fish. My koi has big pellets I give them, because he'll eat all those flakes really quickly. Hey buddy. You need a name. What do y'all think I should name that big koi? Definitely needs a name. It's got like a little dark spot on his back on the other side. A little freckle or something. Look at this bag of sunflower seeds. This came off of one sunflower. So the big gigantic one I had showed you all in a video over the summer. These are the seeds off that one flower, and it was so ginormous. So I'm anxious to see this year if this is going to produce some really big ones like that one I had. And that sunflower was the only one that was that big. It was amazing. So hopefully I'll get some really big sunflowers from it, and then I'll keep the seeds off the biggest one again. We'll see how big I can get them. Huge. All right, I'm headed in.